Good morning. Welcome to Southaven First United Methodist Church at 723 Star Landing Road East. This morning, as you can tell, it looks like we've got a lot of folks on vacation this morning. It is a holiday weekend and a lot of folks traveling, so please be in prayer for those who cannot be with us this morning. Announcements, Men's Club Breakfast is next Saturday. I heard Mark and Nikki talking about it. We will meet next Saturday at 7:30 for breakfast. Also coming up this week, we have Bible study at 6 o'clock Wednesday night, and choir wheel practice is coming Wednesday night. And then again, Bible study on Thursday morning. Birthday's coming up. Well, not coming up. O.D. Sullivan's got one today. Now, he's with the ushers, and he'll be in and out of the sanctuary this morning. Be sure to wish O.D. a happy birthday. Also, Pat Noah's got one coming up on the 5th, and Ryan Tucker has one on the 6th. And anniversary, Tony and Colleen Crum coming up on the 5th, and Danny and Forrest Gully coming up on the 6th. Now, Joe, any announcements from the youth today? Okay. Youth aren't here today. Bands didn't run today, so many thanks to them, the youth and Joe, though. They just about taken over the yard work. I have a big thank you. I've been doing it for about 15 years, and many thanks to them. And they did a great job too. Those that you know me, you know I'm picky. And, understatement. I'm glad. I married one, got all the other friends back behind me. I'm telling you what. But they've done a wonderful job, and I certainly do appreciate it. Any other announcements this morning from the congregation? Because there are few this morning. If not, turn around and greet someone this morning in Jesus' name.
Especially, I love Holy Communion Sundays. That's why we call it a celebration. Notice I always put in the bulletin there, celebration of Holy Communion. And then let us know which service we're using, but it is a celebration. We're here to celebrate today. And so I invite you now to let's begin this celebration by opening ourselves up. Let's open our hearts and our spirits to God and ask Him just now to fall down upon us and move in our midst in a great and mighty way. So as Bethella now plays for us, let us once again prepare ourselves for worship.
Our opening hymn this morning is number 61. Come thou almighty King. And let's stand and sing all 4 verses. Number 61.
As we continue on this very special time of our worship service, we come and to just simply place ourselves once again into God's hands. We lift up all the needs that God has entrusted to us here in our bulletin on the screen behind me. Also, I'd like for you to be sure and continue to keep Eddie Griffith in your prayers, along with Trent and Becky Ross. Also, for Ashley Parker. We want to continue to lift up Pat Noah. And like I said, she did not get good news. They were afraid to try and do the surgery. I hope most of you got that message. And they're trying to come up, hopefully, with another alternative. And so let's just pray that God, in His wisdom and His great knowledge, will just anoint these doctors and give them what they need so that they can do something that can help Miss Pat. So continue to keep her really in your prayers. Also, so thankful Mr. Andy's here with us today. Praise God for that. He stayed in the hospital too long. So we're glad he is here with us. Also, continue to keep Katie Williams in your prayers. And this might not be the time to share this, but also we want to keep Diane Williams in your prayers. And the reason why maybe I'll share this in a moment. Diane's father passed away, Mr. Dennis Madison, and they're going to have a memorial service for him in Kentucky next Sunday, September the 8th. The thing is, Ken needs somebody to sit with Miss Peggy that Sunday. Now, just that one day while they make the trip. They're going to do it all in one day's time. They're wanting to leave around 11 o'clock, and they know that kind of goes into church time, but she would be all right for an hour if somebody wanted to come to church and then head on and just stay with her until they get back sometime that night. So if you'll pray about this, if you would feel God leading you to help them, just let me know and I can get you in touch with Ken. But Miss Peggy does need somebody to stay with her next Sunday, the 8th, and we want to continue to keep Diane in our prayers, her and her family, the passing of her father. So continue to lift them up. And last, just want to thank you all for your prayers for Sandy. I hope all of you have been getting the phone tree messages. The surgery was great. I have never seen anything like that before in somebody's side. I mean, that was this big old opening there, and it's just amazing to me as I could look into her body and see what God has done in creating us and everything. But each day it got smaller and smaller. And then on Friday, they pulled the sutures closed. Everything is coming together great. She is now on solid food. And my prayer is that when I go back into my office after church, I'm going to have a text saying from Trey that they're home. She is coming home today. We're praying that maybe it'll be this morning. I would love not to have to go back to that hospital for a while. But I can't come home today unless something happens. But that's the plan. The doctor's already said yes, they should come home today. So thank you for your prayers and for all your support, allowing me to be out this past week. I want to thank everybody who covered for me. I thank Brother Steve personally next time I get to see him for taking care of everything. But thank all of you for your visits on my behalf, on the church's behalf, the people that have been sick. I know Sandy got a lot of visits from different people and others as well. So thank you for being there, being the church, and being the church for me and Sandy and my family. We do appreciate it. So as we continue in this moment now, I invite you, if you will, to whoever it is that God is laying on your heart, maybe someone within yourself that, something going on that you need to give to God. Maybe just want to give a prayer of thanks this morning. Whatever it is, whoever it is, this is a great time for us to now come together and give ourselves and these needs to God. So once again, let's bow our heads and go into a time of silent prayer. And Beth Ellen's going to play and take us together now to the throne of grace. Gracious, loving Heavenly Father, thank you for being the one who is still in the business of not just hearing our prayers, but of answering our prayers. We give ourselves and all of our needs now to you. And through faith, we know that you are going to take care of each and every one of these things now. So bless these needs, bless us, and bless this time of worship and celebration. And continue to lead us and anoint us as we now come together and pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen.
Sam was giving a praise this morning for Sandy and for Mr. Andy and others, but we're, another praise, we're honored to have Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Murray worshiping with us this morning. You may look around and say, no, wait a minute, I'm not familiar with that name. Somebody we all know and love. That's Mr. and Mrs. This is Mrs. Murray sitting right over here. They got married. Please, Patrick, we're glad you and your daughter with us this morning also.
Yeah.
Continuing our worship service this morning, our next hymn is Leaning on the Everlasting Arms, and that's number 133 as we stand and sing all three verses. number 472, Dear to the Heart of God, and let's sing all three verses. Let us pray. Gracious, loving Heavenly Father, once again we dedicate these gifts and ourselves to you. Use these gifts now to bless and touch the lives of others. But also, dear God, use them to teach us about the importance of giving. And that one of the greatest things to learn about giving is to trust in you. That you have blessed us, and we are called to trust and bless you back in return. And we ask this in your holy, mighty, and very precious name. Amen.
thank you. Please